and will be coming into the match at 25-9. Jenkins won his match over Jason Howard, sophomore from Halstead, won that by a fall.
Of course, Jenkins was third here last year as a freshman at 103 pounds, which was the 100-pound class this year. And Bellmeyer is coming in basically for his first shot at a place in state. He has 9 losses, but 7 of those losses came at a higher weight class before he cut down to this weight class to finish up the year. Since then, he's only lost twice to Howard in the regional finals last year. Howard is from Halstead, and he's lost to the wrestler from Winfield. So he's lost some pretty good kids, but he's got another good kid here tonight. Well, Jenkins has gone in for the single leg, and of course Bellmeyer is trying to suck around with a leg ride, and it looks like he's been successful at it, so he's got a 2-point takedown out of it. He's trying to get the turn there. Trying to get the turn. You see the referee with a hand on the back of his head. That signals that he recognizes that situation is potentially dangerous and might be a cause of an injury, although it is a legal hold. So he's just signaling that he knows that, and he stopped it basically because of that.
Bellmeyer in the red singlet will be the visitor, will be designated the visitor, and Scott Jenkins home. Jenkins from St. Francis, Bellmeyer representing Caney Valley. Go ahead.
Bellmeyer tried to go back to his legs there, and of course Jenkins caught his leg. He doesn't really want Jenkins to have his arm inside that leg. He wants that leg inside Jenkins' leg. But we got a stalemate call there because nothing was happening. Nobody was improving your position.
1:10 on the clock in the first period.
Okay, there he's got his leg in where he wanted it almost. Except now Jenkins has it with the other hand. Trying to pull him under so he can step across. And of course Bellmeyer hanging onto that foot and that arm with everything he's got so he doesn't lose what he's got. And Bellmeyer's kind of in a precarious position there off to the side and on top that way, but as long as he can keep control of those legs and arms, he can probably stay up there.
Well, Bellmeyer looking kind of frustrated, trying to find a handhold on something. He had trouble wrapping up a leg and wrapping up an arm. It just didn't happen for him. Yep. And now it looks like he might be able to, if he can get some position here and swing that leg under.
Jenkins is looking at a reversal here. There it goes.
You saw it happening.
Bellmeyer was going for that last-ditch effort to stop it from happening, and he just couldn't crunch in those legs hard enough to keep it from happening.
Time's running out in the first period. We're tied at 2. Wow. Exciting first period. We're tied at 2. Scott Jenkins of St. Francis and Preston Bellmeyer of Caney Valley. We've watched these two throughout the bracket, and as we guessed, they're fairly evenly matched.
Okay, Jenkins is chosen down, and of course we'll probably see some more leg action by Bellmeyer. He likes those legs, and he does fairly well with them. There he goes back into it. That kind of a unique way of going into them, but that's the thing about leg wrestlers, they're all different.
Bellmeyer trying to get Jenkins off his base again, trying to wrap him up.
Trying to use that power half now to pull him over.
He's just not going to go.
No, he's going to have to.
We're looking at another escape here. Oh. Officiating throughout the tournament has been very good.
Had an illegal hold there. A 1-point penalty, so that puts Jenkins up by 1. Our referee on the mat now is Jim Worth from here in Hayes, excellent official, and Bob Bauman, the area supervisor of officials for this part of the state, is his assistant. So we've got some pretty quality officials on the mat.
Jenkins struggling there.
Jenkins was close to getting around,
yeah.
but Bellmeyer was able to suck back around behind him and keep him there. And now he's still trying that power half. Now he looks like he's not real sure what he wants to try next.
50 seconds on the clock. We're in the second period. And Jenkins is up by 1 over Bellmeyer. And it looks like he'll get 2 more points.
Bellmeyer got his hips off to the side a little too much. When you're hooked in those legs, you need to keep your hips up on top. He let his hips slide down on the side, and Jenkins able to just suck him under and reverse him.
Well, things certainly turning around here in the second period for Scott Jenkins. He's up now by 3, 5-2 over Preston Bellmeyer. And he's in the top position now.
And of course the St. Francis folks are excited because this will put him a couple of points in front of Plainville back into that second place position if he's able to hang on.
If Jenkins is able to hold on. We have just 10 seconds left in the second period, and he is in the top position now, trying to roll Bellmeyer over, it looks like, and time runs out.
We'll see where Bellmeyer decides to go. He's probably going to take bottom in this third period.
If I had to guess, I would say he would get in that bottom position. He's down by 3 now. He's in the hole by 3 points, 5-2, with Jenkins in the lead right now. We go into the third period, and Bellmeyer needing to pick up a quick 3.
Doesn't even have to be quick 3, just as long as it's 3. He really doesn't care as long as it's before that last second ticks off. The problem is, it's kind of like, in the NFL. If he does it too soon, then he stands the risk of losing it again.
That's right. Well, that's where the coaching comes in, and strategy. We've seen the training of these individuals.
Of course, the strange thing about wrestling is when the points are there, you better score them, or you may not get that opportunity again. Guy has a little mental lapse and leaves something open for you to score on, and you don't take advantage of it, you may never see it again.
Yeah, you got to get the points while they're there for you, and you don't want to relax after you've gotten the points. That's the key. Once you pick up those points, you can't relax, you can't stall at all, or they'll quickly fade away. 1:05 on the clock in the third period, 5-2 the score. Now Jenkins of St. Francis still on top over Preston Bellmeyer of Caney Valley. You see Jenkins in the top position there.
Jenkins got a little leg riding of his own to do, so Bellmeyer's having trouble getting his head up off the mat. I feel like he needs to do that if he's going to be able to score. He needs to get up and get that head up. Of course, Jenkins is sitting there holding it bound down on the mat just as hard as he can. And
35 seconds on the clock, third period. Jenkins 5, Bellmeyer 2. Scott Jenkins trying to keep him wrapped up.
We're probably going to see a stalemate call here in a minute if nothing happens. I see Jim talking to him, and that's usually an indication he's fixing to do that. So nothing's really going on except, Jenkins has come out of his leg right now, so we're probably not in a stalemate anymore.
He's got to hold him for 5 seconds. He's got to hold him. It looks like Jenkins will come out with the win. If he can hold him, he does.
He's done it.
So Scott Jenkins from St. Francis, and you can certainly hear those St. Francis fans making the trip all the way out here from far northwest Kansas. Scott Jenkins will have a pleasant ride home as he wins the 106-pound weight class over Preston Bellmeyer. 5-2 the score, and congratulations to Scott Jenkins.
Well, that tough schedule that he wrestles all year just paid off for him. He wrestled, you notice on his record he had 3 losses. He lost to Jairo Rito from Wichita County, and he lost to Isom from Lamar. Both of those losses were the next weight up at 112 pounds, so he's lost some weight to get down to this weight class.
First 2 matches have been as good as we expected, and we're anxious to get into 112-pound weight class. This is something that a weight class that has been well watched throughout the tournament. Exciting weight class to watch, and we've got a couple of exciting wrestlers coming up. As you see, a young wrestler from St. Francis, Scott Jenkins, receiving his accolades from coaches and from fans. Well deserved. The 112 weight class, as I was saying, has been very exciting throughout the tournament. We've got a couple of very talented wrestlers meeting this afternoon. Jairo Hito of Leota, that's Wichita County, once again, is coming in 27-3 into this match, and he will be taking on Shannon Wilson of St. Francis. So St. Francis will have back-to-back matches to cheer for. Wilson is coming in 15-4 to this match. Wilson, I believe, lost to Rito in the regionals, if I'm not mistaken.
Last week he lost to Rito. He's also lost to Welch from Hoisington, Keir from Goodland, and a fellow from Colorado by the name of Fix, who was a state runner-up last year. So
we're seeing some of the awards being presented here in Gross Memorial Coliseum.
Yeah, you saw the sixth-place winner there, Joe Devilbiss from southeast of Saline. Of course, fifth place, C.D. Wilson from Silver Lake. Fourth place, Ryan Owens from St. Mary's. Matt Walsh from Onega took third. And, of course, Bird from Plainville in second place, and Rodriguez from Wichita County in first.